The following presentation is a Deej Experience production and may not be recorded, rebroadcasted, or retransmitted without the express written permission of Deej Experience LLC. For more information, visit us online at www.deejexperience.com.
Yeah, it's been a minute, but I'm back at it. Only like to win, it's like a bad habit. If I took a loss, see how bad. You play me again, then I'm stat petty. Looking at the numbers, see who's hearing it. Watching all the hype go disappear again. Giving you the picture, see how clear it is. I'm high quality like I am Deej Experience. I'm way up, seems like I've been at the pyramids. Give me an opponent and I promise I ain't fearing it. I got so much I can lose, but yeah, what I've been dreaming is. Why you see a mirror, cause I'm closer than I ain't fearing it. Grinding and grinding and then I put another gear in it. Driving and driving, but you don't have no one to steer ship. Back on the topic, if you knew half of my logic, you wouldn't have no more problems, but now you know what interference is. Whoa, wait up, scores down, stay up. Tom Brady with the comeback, you know it ain't luck, so pay up my respect. Don't reject that game nuts, better hang up the white flag. You fight back to your nameless, so tell me what the time say. Game time, why they didn't think it ever outscore me.
Gets it through, here comes the shot, and that's it!
For the entree, fast break, one man to be got it all day.
Still with that risk.
Doing this for all my life.
Looking for the
You don't want to waste my time.
And this one hammered.
If you want to test my grind,
Going,
better get up next in line. Competition left to dry. They could never get in my mind.
It's gonna get by.
Please slow it down. I'm a beast on the ground. I'll unleash for the crowd. Play me young. One man band, I'ma run it back. You give me the chance, I'ma run it back. Looking at a champ, I'ma run it back. Put the ball into my hands, I'ma run it back. I'ma run it back. I'ma run it back. You're looking at a champ, I'ma run it back. Put the ball into my hands, I'ma run it back.
Come on,
Check out the roof, no. If I do feel I don't have none to lose, so I'ma go until I crush to a new low. Still leaving, then I'll bounce back like I do. See how I facilitate it, you get humiliated. I'm making something from nothing cause I'm too innovative. I'm making records so I feel better for when I break it. It's for my pleasure, but I would never let you go take it. I'm kinda like that, I don't just write raps. You put the ball up, then I'ma spike that. That means I put it down, watch me throw it while you're down. Kinda like a quarterback, I take your crap and throw it out. We can go back and forth like Serena, just know I'm the home team. I back out arenas and arenas. Cover the side of where we from, so after I'm finished, it's all gonna be love. Still in my bag and they still wanna be us, but I don't think no one will actually become as great as my team is, cause I got a team of some Hall of Fame players, not to mention Jesus. Doing this for all my life. You don't wanna waste my time. If you wanna test my grind, better get up next in line. Competition left to dry. They could never get in my mind. Please slow it down, I'm a beast on the ground. I'll unleash for the crowd, play me young. One man band, I'ma run it back. You give me the chance, I'ma run it back. You're looking at a champ, I'ma run it back. Put the ball into my hands, I'ma run it back. I'ma run it back. I'ma run it back. You're looking at a champ, I'ma run it back. Put the ball into my hands, I'ma run it back.
Well, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Deej Experience Sports Stream. I'm Dewey Hurd, and alongside me on the wild ride tonight is Scott Lockwood on camera.
Howdy ho.
As we're down here in Lionsville, as the Beavers have traveled down to take on the Eagles of Conneaut. And Scott, a little bit of a drive, but we got here, we're set up, and we're sitting in the catbird seat tonight.
Well, I'm sitting in the catbird seat up in my little cage up here. But you're on the bleachers, and I was here at 2 o'clock today, Dewey, making sure we had internet. I want to thank Rick and Ashley, the IT guy and the athletic director, for allowing us to come. And they always are kind to us when we come. They love what we do. And he was kind enough to sit up here and get me internet access so we could bring this live to the folks back home in Corry and to the Conneaut fans as well.
Well, we have a full schedule tonight as we get into our Box at Lockett pregame show here for the middle school guys. We'll have 18 matches of middle school action and then a short little break, and then we'll bring you varsity action after that. There's going to be, it looks like 10 matches that'll be scored in the junior high, but then we'll have 8 more exhibition matches to follow right after it. So going to be a long night of wrestling here. So let's get right into our Snap Fitness 3 Steps to Success. First and foremost, let's be aggressive.
I like it. I like any sport. I like you when you're aggressive and attack. To me, attacking does way more for you than trying to be defensive all the time, because eventually you got to score points, and no matter what any sport it is. And a lot of times you don't score as much points when you play defense.
Right, and I'm glad you said score, because our second step to success is score, score, score.
And score some more.
Right. Start scoring and continue to score. Don't take your foot off the gas pedal. Just keep hammering down and keep piling up them points. And our third step to success, let's be ready. Mentally prepared and ready to hit the floor running. Make sure our laces are nice and tight and tucked away and taped off, and be ready to go when you hit that mat here tonight.
I like it, and especially for the little guys, right? They're still kind of learning the sport at the middle school level. They've been in it for a while. A lot of them have been in it for a while, but at this stage, you're starting to turn that corner where you're going from kind of learning to kind of knowing and figuring out how to do it better than you used to do it.
Yeah, so it's a great stepping stone into the varsity level, but these middle school guys have got to start to understand the importance of some of the things that the coaches are teaching them throughout the years about having your laces tucked away and taped off, and making sure that your headgear's on, and make sure that you're staying on the mat so that when you hit the varsity level, all those coaches don't have to worry about all those little ins and outs and things that'll cost you a team point that you don't want to give up, especially when you're in a tight match.
Yeah, and then they can start, going over how we thread needles and plow snow and all that other nifty stuff and verbiage you come up with.
Yep. So I'm going to try to do my best as I continue to get acclimated to our new scoreboard that I've been using here this year. But at least we're able to have both the team score up and the individual match scores up. I'm just learning to find the right location to type names in. So my one-finger typing isn't that quick all the time. So we'll try to just keep it Corry and Conneaut here tonight, and we'll see if we can't get it covered that way.
All right. Well, I know your one finger typing is not going to win any speed races in the typing duel. So, well, folks, we want to welcome you in here to Conneaut tonight live. We're getting ready, as Dewey said, for middle school action. But I do want to take a minute and thank all of you for tuning in and watching. And I want to thank each and every one of our sponsors who are gracious enough to sponsor our sports stream for the entire year, every year. We are so blessed by so many local businesses, and we do our best to get your name out there. And for a complete list of our sponsors, you can go to our website at www.djexperience.com/sponsors, and that'll take you to the list of everyone who sponsors our sports stream. You click on their picture or logo or the undertone bar there. If you click on one of them, it'll take you directly to that business's website or Facebook page if they have one. And when you're thinking about Christmas shopping, gift cards, services, whatever the case may be, please shop local and thank these businesses for sponsoring DJ Experience Productions and our Corry Sports Stream.
Well, Scott, it looks like they got the ceremonial coin flip taken care of, so we're just about ready to get things going here as we close up the Box at Lockett pregame show, and we get ready for some middle school action here. First out for the Beavers is going to be Sam Johnson. He'll be taking on Lillian Klein. And again, we have 10 matches that'll be scored. Well, all matches will be scored, but they'll count the first 10 towards the team score here tonight. The remaining 8 bouts will be exhibition matches. So if you see that the score's not changing on the screen, that to be the reason why. As Lillian Klein comes out, and we're ready to get things going here, as Sam Johnson's going to come out here. Conneaut will be the green team today, and Corry will be the red team as we're ready to get things going here. Underway right off the get-go here. Sam looking to get the upper hand here. Working on the collar tie there. Lillian pulls it off as he'll go underneath on a single leg here. He's on a single. He needs to stand up with that and finish it. Klein doing a good job of defending it, but Johnson's going to get in behind. He'll wrestle from in front as he gets the three-point takedown. Just under a minute to go here in the first period. As Johnson looking to flatten her out here. Gets a leg worked in. As she continues to try to get up off that bottom position. Johnson looking for the far side cradle. Klein doing a good job of stretching out to keep it from getting locked in. 25 seconds to go here in the first. Down to 15 seconds to go here. Johnson got her flattened out for just a second there, but Klein right back up to her referee's position. Up to a stand-up here. Trying to get separation and get out before the period ends. But Johnson cracks her back down onto the mat. The first period comes to a close with Johnson out 3-0.
Yeah, good effort. A couple times there, Dewey. I thought Lily had a chance to stand up there. She was almost back up to that vertical base. Nice job keeping her down on the mat.
She defers to the third period, and Johnson takes down to start period 2. Minute 30 on the clock as we get underway in the second period here. She has a 2-on-1 underneath there. Sam trying to break that clear. Get into a stand-up here. She cracks him back down onto the mat. He bounces right back up to his base. As he continues to work here. Klein with good pressure forward, keeping him down onto the mat. Sam stretching out to avoid that cradle that she's trying to apply to him. Back to his base here. She bundles the arm underneath. He peels it off. 50 seconds to go here in the second. Sam trying to work up to his base here. Klein trying to crack the hips over and put him back down onto the mat flat. He needs to get wrist control and pass it over his head. He's down to 30 seconds to get out. Working hard. Both wrestlers are, but neither one really getting much ground here. Coming up on 15 seconds to go. She's got a half worked in now. Down to 12 seconds to go. Sam fights it off and gets back up to his base. Trying to get that leg free and keep that wrist in his back pocket. But the period's going to come to a close. Still no change in the score as we head to the third period. And Klein has choice here. And she's going to stay on top. She rode him out the entire second period here, Scott. So she's looking for some near fall points here. Johnson's got to find a way to get out.
Great job by Lily there in that second. Right now trying to get control of that wrist. But
Johnson into a stand-up here. Lillian trying to get him cracked back down to the mat. Finally trips him down, but right back up to his feet Johnson is. Continuing to work on that wrist control. And Klein staying right with him. And again, gets him back down onto the mat under a minute to go. Johnson continues to work off that bottom. Coming up on 45 seconds to go here in the third. Only scoring was in the first period, a three-point takedown by Sam. It's Lillian continues to work on top here. She has over 2 minutes of riding time, but they don't keep track of that at the middle school level. I'd like to give her a point for it, just to say that she has good control of the match here. Now she's got a power half worked in. It's 15 seconds to go. Close to the out of bounds there. You got to be careful where you're at, but they go out of bounds, and that's going to get Johnson out of trouble as she had a half buried in there. 12 seconds to go in the match. Johnson down on the restart. Klein to cover in on top. Sucks that arm in, trying to get the hips separated and down onto the mat. And Klein's going to run out of time here, Scott. And Johnson's going to get the 3-0 victory.
Boy, what a great job by Lily, though. 2 whole periods, Stewie. Riding that out on the top side and just couldn't get anything going before the buzzer.
A great effort there by both wrestlers. But that will give Corry the 3-0 lead here. Match number 2 is going to be Chase Kuzma taking on Josh Horno. As they get going here. Both guys trying to get something off that collar tie. Changing levels. They break clean and go again here. Right back into that collar tie. Looking for an ankle pick there was Josh. Chase blocks it as we stay neutral on our feet. Nobody really getting the advantage here quite yet in this match.
They're just sizing each other up here, Duke.
Tried a little arm drag there, nothing going there. Coming up on 35 seconds to go here in the first period of a scoreless match. Tried that shrug by again. Couldn't get it to sink in. As Chase continues to work on his feet here, 25 seconds to go, first period. Both guys working with that collar tie, trying to find a chink in the armor here. Both guys working right in the middle of the ring. Just offset of the Munns Merch center of the ring there. Kuzma a half shot there. Josh blocked it nicely. And the first period is going to come to a close, and we're scoreless after 1.
Great battle, both guys trying to get something going. There's always that first cautious period, it feels like, when you get to this level at the middle school. Like the boys just trying to feel each other out and then really try and go in after something.
Well, Chase deferred to the third period, and Josh took down to start period number 2 as we get underway here. Josh up to his feet, and Chase gets him back down onto the ground, but it looks like Josh is going to get the 1 point for the escape and take a 1-0 lead. Coming up on a minute to go here in the second. Right back to where we were in the first period in collar ties here. Under a minute to go, second period. Oh, he tried that shrug by and slipped off, and Josh is going to get a free 3-point takedown to take a 4-0 lead here. Now Chase is going to have to come up off the bottom. Josh working with a 2-on-1 underneath there, trying to get an armbar in on the near side. Now has it with wrist control on the far side. Trying to walk around the head. Chase trying to fight it off. But oh so slowly goes over. Josh has him in a compromised position here. 15 seconds to go. And there's the Bracken Funeral Home pin in the second.
So it's Conneaut that goes up on the scoreboard, 6-3 after 2 falls.
On to bout 3. It's going to be Emily Harper taking on Maddie Cullers. Something that we didn't mention earlier in the Box It and Lock It pregame show, Scott, but we have over 25 kids on the middle school roster.
Wow.
For Corry. That is phenomenal. As we're underway here, first period here. Maddie and Emily going at it. Not so much a collar tie as both wrestlers changing levels here, trying to find an opening to shoot on as we come up on a minute to go here in this first period. And just as I say that, they go into the collar ties. 45 seconds to go here, first period. Both wrestlers trying to find something. Into a double leg is Emily, trying to finish it. Maddie trying to block it, but she'll give up the takedown. And Emily put it right over to her back. 30 seconds to go here in the first. Has that half worked in.
Boy, she's just driving them legs, trying to get on top of her shoulders here.
In good position with a teed-off position there. 17 seconds to go in the first period. And there's another Bracken Funeral Home pin for the Eagles as they take a bigger lead now. Makes it 12-3. As we'll move up to match number 4. It'll be Carmen Moritz coming out for the Eagles, going up against Wesley Daly for the Beavers. In on a single leg. Wesley gets the takedown, puts him right to his back as he'll scoop the head on a half. And it's another quick Bracken Funeral Home pin. That took a whopping 13 seconds.
Wow, quick work there.
That'll get the Beavers back on the scoreboard. And a little bit closer. 9-12. And bout number 5 is going to be Connor Kent taking on Luke Hands. As we get ready to go, bout 5. Right off the whistle, Connor drives in on a single leg, can't get it. They break clean as we stay neutral. Collar tie. Trying to work something off of it. Got to stay with that inside control. Dropped down on a single leg, right back into the collar tie. Continue to work forward. Again, looking for that single leg, nothing there. Luke looking for bundling the arms together. He'll reach down for a leg, and Connor blocks it. Now Connor in on a double leg. And a good defense there by Luke to block it. And we're going to stay neutral. 45 seconds to go here in the first. Connor comes back with the collar tie, drops down on a single, right back up to their feet. 35 seconds to go here in the first. No score in this match. Connor trying to do an arm drag there. Luke does a good job of staying on his feet and not give him anything. 14 seconds to go here. Neither one wants to give up a late takedown here. And this first period looked like it's going to come to a close, scoreless. And we will head to the second. And we're going to have Corey Manor injury time. As Luke done sprung a leak, Scott.
Blood time here, and well, that gives me time here, Dewey, to sneak in and say tune in tomorrow to the Deej Experience sports stream as we have the Bill Clapthor Corry Girls Basketball Memorial Tournament. Starts tomorrow and runs Friday and Saturday. 4 o'clock we start. Now there'll be 2 JV games at 4 o'clock on Friday. We will not be in the East Gym, but I think that's where Harbor Creek and Titusville are playing. And Corry and Clymer will play in the main gym at the same time. And then the rest of the Bill Clapthor Memorial Tournament will be played in the East Gym the rest of Friday and Saturday. So we'll have coverage at 4 o'clock on Friday till wee hours, and then 3 o'clock on Saturday.
Oh, 3 o'clock starts on Saturday.
Yeah.
Okay. Last I looked, I hadn't seen a start time. As we get ready to start period 2 here, Kent is down on the restart here. As Hands will cover on top. Connor quickly up to his feet. Hands puts him right down onto the mat again. Connor back up to his referee's position, all the way to his stand-up. Luke pulls him back down onto the mat. Connor looking for wrist control. As Luke will try to flatten him back out onto the mat. Luke gets him down. Has that arm bundled underneath. Connor got to work back up to his base here. Luke trying to get him rolled over and does. Connor tried to roll all the way through and couldn't get there. As Luke has those arms bundled together, trying to get the Bracken Funeral Home pin here and gets it. 41 seconds to go in the second. So Conneaut scores another Bracken Funeral Home pin there. And they stretch out their biggest lead of the night, 18-9, doubling up the Beavers here. As we'll move on to bout number 6, Rory Schaefer coming out for the Beavers. She'll be taking on Grayson Hamby.
I take it the in-house scoreboard is not right?
No.
There it is.
Now they got it right.
They were just waiting for you to say what it was.
It should be 18-9.
There it is.
Pay no attention to the scoreboard on the wall.
That's my biggest downfall, you know.
Oh, bout 6, Rory Schaefer taking on Grayson Hamby. And we're right into it here. Grayson and Rory both looking to get the advantage here. Staying nice and square with each other so far. Continuing to work. Rory breaks clean and resets. Grayson goes with that wrist control underneath. Rory continues to work with that collar tie. Grayson pushing forward here. 45 seconds to go in the first period. Scoreless so far. And Grayson's going to score the three-point takedown as they go out of bounds. Rory down on the restart here. 35 seconds to go, first period. Grayson covers on top as he looks to get her flattened out onto the mat here. Gets her hips broke down. Come underneath the arm, rolling the wrist underneath there. Good pressure forward. 20 seconds to go here, first period. Grayson working with that 2-on-1 underneath there. As he'll get a half in on the far side. And Rory fights it off. He'll come around to the near side, working with a 2-on-1 underneath as the period comes to a close. With Grayson out in front, 3-0. Rory chooses to go to the third period on choice, and Grayson takes bottom here to start period 2. Grayson quickly into a stand-up. And Rory chops him back down to the mat with a heel trip. Grayson right back up to his feet. And again, Rory cracks him back down on the mat. Grayson back up to his feet again. Looking to break wrist control. She cuts him over the knee again. And she'll look to bundle the arms underneath now. Working on top. Good pressure forward. Grayson up into a stand-up again. Looking to break the wrist control and gets the 1-point escape to make it 4-0. 50 seconds to go here in the second. We're back to neutral. Both wrestlers trying to get the inside collar tie here. 30 seconds to go, second period here. Grayson with all the scoring so far, 3 in the first, 1 here in the second. Rory looking to score here. She's got 15 seconds to work with. As both wrestlers continue to work with the inside control there. And Grayson snaps her down to the mat and scores another 3-point takedown as the second period comes to a close. And we'll head to the third period with Grayson out in front, 7-0. And Rory is going to take top as she had choice for the third period. Grayson right into a stand-up and quickly gets the 1 point for the escape. A major decision on the board now as Grayson has an 8-0 lead. Rory staying right with her offense here. Grayson in on a leg now. Keeps pushing forward. And she tries to whiz her out of it, but he's going to get another 3-point takedown with just under a minute to go here in the third.
Got to keep them toes in.
Grayson working on top here, going with a power half. And they're going to go out of bounds, and that will give Rory a chance to regroup here on the restart. Both wrestlers look a little winded here. 42 seconds to go here in the third as Grayson covers on top and pushes forward. Looking for a major decision win here. Grayson will add 4 more points to his team score. As he's trying to get that half in on the near side, Rory doing a good job of fighting it off. 15 seconds left to go here in the third. And we have a stalling call on Grayson. Rory down on the restart, ready to go. Grayson covers. 10 seconds left here. Grayson tried to get that power half in, but he'll get a major decision. 11-0. And that will push the team score up to 22-9. And we're at about 7. Grace Cummings comes out for the Beavers as she'll take on Zoe Shipton. Beavers need some bonus points here, Scott. Get back in this match as it's starting to get away from them a little bit.
Yeah, 22-9. Got to get some work done here.
We got 4 matches left here. They're going to be scored for the team score. And we got some good wrestlers coming up for the Beavers, so hopefully they can get the job done here. But first and foremost, we got Grace and Zoe going at it here. As we come up on a minute to go here in the first period, we're still scoreless. Zoe had her head pushed down And tried to get the corner, but good job by Grace to keep spinning, and she spun right out of it. They'll work back into the middle. And again, Zoe pushes her to the edge. Grace has got to be careful of continuing to back up like that. She could get called for stalling. As they work back into the middle again. 30 seconds to go, first period. And Zoe has her pushed down onto the mat. Has that arm bundled underneath. She'll get the three-point takedown. She's looking for more. As she has her compromised. Looking for that pin. Nice tight bundle there. 10 seconds to go here in the first. Going to be a minimum of a 7-point move here if Grace can stay off of her back. And the period closes. No pin, but a 7-point move. Has Zoe out in front 7-0 after one. Zoe has choice. She takes down to start period two. Grace will cover on top. Zoe up to her feet. She gets the 1 point for the escape, and major decision on the board here. We're back to neutral. As both wrestlers continue to work back into the middle here. Cummings needing some points. A minute to go here in the second. Zoe out in front, 8-0. Zoe jogs back into the middle. In on a single leg now, but she doesn't finish as they go out of bounds. Still neutral. .44 seconds to go here in the second. I don't see how Grace can see through that ponytail of hers, but she's going by feel, I guess. Once again, they're out of bounds. Restart with 24 seconds to go here in the second. Shipton out in front, 8-0. Another takedown here would give her a commanding lead with 1 period left to go. Shipton reaches in on a leg, picks it up. Grace whizzers hard to get out of it. Keeps 1 foot in, looking for the Merkel here. And she'll score a 3-point takedown as they go out of bounds.
With 2 seconds left, what a great job there. Get herself on the board at least, Dewey.
Get her on the board and maintain control, didn't give up the escape. 2 seconds to go here in the second. Up to their feet, and it wasn't in time for the escape, so we'll head to the third period. Major decision off the board now. 8-3 is the score. And Grace takes neutral to start the third. And Shipton pushes her back out of bounds, and there's the stalling call against Grace. I said it was coming, and there it is. As Zoe continues to push forward, Grace giving up ground like that. She gets called for another stall, and I believe that'll be a point for Zoe. Minute 15 to go here in the third.
And I heard Coach on the bench telling her to get lower.
Again, they go out of bounds.
You get stood up like that, Dewey, you're just giving your opponent too much leverage.
Yeah, you got to get underneath. Low guy wins. And again, Zoe pushing forward. Grace backing up. She's got to work her way or circle back into the middle. In with a whizzer to try to prevent the takedown, but she gets flipped over to her back. Now that's tight. And it's a Bracken Funeral Home pin in the third, and Conneaut has stretched out to a big lead here. And we'll head up to bout number 8 here. It's Fenton Forspring coming out for the Beavers. He'll be taking on Declan Welsh. As I believe I have everything taken care of. Fenton and Declan going at it here. These guys act like they might have seen each other before.
Just a little bit, you think?
Fenton looking for that leg. Welsh staying away from him as they'll work with a collar tie. Goes with a head and arm now out front. He'll look for a leg to go with it. Fenton gets back up. He'll pop in behind, and he'll get a nice three-point takedown, and he'll wrestle from in front. Fenton has him flattened out on the mat. Declan back up to his base momentarily as Fenton puts him back down again. 30 seconds to go here, first period. Fenton bundles the arms together. Had him over momentarily, but not long enough for any near fall points. Again, bundles them together, and now he's gonna. Declan kind of shows the ref his nose, saying, I want injury time, but Fenton has him bundled up. Has those arms bundled together. I believe he's going to get a set of near fall points here. 4 near fall points for Fenton. And we're going to have a Corey Manor injury time here, blood time for Declan.
You didn't say it yet.
He done sprung a leak.
Thank you. It's like trademark. You got to say it now. Like, people are waiting for you to say it.
He sprung a leak for quite a while out there. Surprised the ref took that long to see it and get the match stopped. But Fenton benefited from it as he was able to get 4 near fall points there. 3 seconds left to go here in this first period. And Fenton starting to build on that lead a little bit as they'll cut the Corey Manor injury time as they got the leak to stop. Now they're just going to cleanup time to get the mat nice and clean and all the wrestlers spruced up and ready to go here. And real quickly, I did the math in my head here, Scott. Even if the Beavers win out by pins the rest of the way, they're going to come up 1 point short of getting a victory here tonight.
Well, good showing from the Cash Eagles, that's for sure.
Yeah, they dug themselves a little bit of a too big of a hole here. It looks like Fenton deferred to the third period, and Declan took down to start period 2. Some good movement off the whistle there, but Fenton stays with him and keeps him pinned down onto the mat. Working with a tight gut on the far side and trying to get wrist control on that far side, near side. As he'll dump him back over again. Quick little tilt there, nothing works. Fenton stays with it. As he'll bundle the arms out front again. That worked for him in the first period. And he has them bundled up again here in the second. Declan trying to stay off of his back there, but Fenton has it good and tight. Continuing to keep those arms bundled together. And he'll work an arm bar in now. Referee still holding 4 near fall points as they'll stop the match once more with 4 more near fall points. As I believe they were called for out of bounds. Makes it 11-0. 38 seconds to go here in the second. Once again, Fenton covers on top. Gets an arm bar worked in with a 2-on-1. 30 seconds to go here in the second. Another set of 4 near fall points would be a tech fall. as Fenton has them compromised here and rolled over. 18 seconds to go here in the second. If he doesn't get the pin here, he'll get the tech fall. Ref holding 4 points. And there's a stoppage. It's going to be a tech fall with 7 seconds to go here in the second. It gets the Beavers a little closer. But again, a little, too late here. As we move up to bout number 9, Blake Long comes out for the Beavers. He'll take on Liam Bartow. (28-14) is the team score right now, as Blake and Liam going at it here.
Couple quick snap downs there, Dewey. Nothing working yet.
And neither one really gave up on those collar ties, so they're just wearing each other out here. As they burn through the first 30 seconds, no score in this match.
Oh, good snap down there.
Got the arm bundled together, but not able to work with it. They stay neutral. Right back into the collar tie. 45 seconds to go here in the first. Gym's starting to fill up here in Conneaut, as we are getting ready for the varsity action to follow this middle school action. .25 seconds to go here. Blake in on a half here with a leg. He'll get the three-point takedown, near side cradle locked up. Trying to get him rolled over. And he kind of lost it, but 3 near fall points will be awarded. That'll make it 6-0 as the first period comes to a close. Blake out in front. Liam defers to the third, and Blake will take bottom to start the second. Blake will settle in on the starting block. Liam to cover. Right up to his feet. Shot back down onto the mat. Blake back up to one knee. Liam covering hard on top. Looking for a bundle or a cradle, but Blake back up to his feet. Liam got a 1 count there with a half worked in. Blake trying to stay up onto his feet here. And we're going to have a full Nelson called against Liam. And that will give Blake another point. And that will put a major decision on the board. Nope, not quite yet. That's only 7. Blake needs 1 more point to make it a major decision. And he's got a minute to work with here in the second. Liam going with the crack in the hips down there, but couldn't get him over. Blake gets up to his feet here. He'll get the 1 point for the escape, and now he has a major decision on the board. As they'll work right back into the collar tie. Blake looking to get around the corner as he has him snap down onto the mat. Got to continue to spin into it, Blake. Continues to work that corner. He has that head tucked in tight. And there's another 3 points for the takedown. Makes it 11-0. 13 seconds to go here in the second. Blake gets a half worked in. And he'll reach in through with the other one, and it's a full Nelson. And that will give a point to Liam. 11-1. No change in position, so Liam down on the restart with 7 seconds to go here in the second. Blake the cover on top. And I wouldn't be surprised if the coach don't put Blake down on the bottom here to start the third period. But Liam has choice, and he's taken neutral here to start the third period. And they're right back into the collar ties here. Oh, tried to do a big ahead and arm throw, and he'll roll through with it and get the three-point takedown. I didn't think he was going to get it, but he does get the takedown. Makes it 14-1. A set of near fall points here, minute to go. 4 near fall points, and that's going to be another tech fall for the Beavers.
Yeah, that match was just snap down after snap down due, and finally warm out, I think.
Yeah, so going to get the Beavers a little closer in the score, 28-19, as Trenton Gates comes out here for the Beavers. He'll be taking on Brant Thompson. And this should be the last scored match of the night for the team score. As Gates in on a leg here, picks it up. Stays with it. Thompson trying to get it back down onto the ground, and Gates stays with it. Trying to go into a throw, and Thompson doesn't continue to roll as Gates rolls him all the way through, as he'll try to settle in behind with a three-point takedown. A lot of effort there. Neither one had an opportunity there to get the points, but Gates comes out with the continued wrestling, and he'll get the three-point takedown. Looking for the far side cradle. Thompson reaching back, trying to get the head of Gates, as Gates bundles the arms together, as he'll continue to work with that far side cradle. Can't get it, so Gates will settle back in behind and go to work on top. 25 seconds to go here in the first. Thompson in a good seated position here. Gates following every move that he makes. Nine seconds to go first period as they're close to the out of bounds. And they go out. Gates still with control. So Thompson down on the restart, Gates on top. 4 seconds to go here in the first. And the first period comes to a close with Gates out in front, 3-0. Thompson has choice. He'll take down for start period 2. Gates covers on top as we get going here, period number 2. I don't know what move Gates is working on. He should be underneath the arm, but he's over the top. Thompson trying to get up off the bottom. And now Thompson in on a leg. And he'll score a relevant church reversal to make it 3-2. Now Gates going to have to come up off the bottom. Thompson getting far out front. And Gates stretching out. 43 seconds to go here. Gates staying in on that elbow. Needs to get back up to his feet, get some separation here to get the escape, and he'll settle in behind here. Thompson still with an arm on a leg, not giving up the reversal. And the leg pops free, and Gates will get a 2-point advantage here. On the Relevant Church reversal, 15 seconds to go here in the second. Gates in front, 5-2, puts a half in. With wrist control, you need to tee off and run that. Come towards the half. Thompson trying to peel it off and fights through the period somehow. And we'll head to period 3 with Gates in front, 5-2. He has choice, and he'll go down on the start of the third period here. Gates up to a stand-up. Thompson still with a leg. Gates needs to keep spinning into it. Keep spinning around that corner, and he'll finally get the Relevant Church reversal, making it 7-2. As he'll put a half in now. Tee off and run that. He lost the wrist control that went with that half, but he gets the arm bar worked in, stays with it, and gets him rolled over. 50 seconds to go here in the third. Continue to rework your grip here. Come underneath the arm on the near side here. Thompson trying to roll back over. Gates still in control, but he'll score 4 more near fall points here to make it 11-2. 20 seconds to go here in the third. Gates puts a half in again. Down to 15 seconds to go. Still with that half buried in there. Thompson peeling it off. 7 seconds to go. And Gates is going to walk off of here with a major decision. 11-2. And it gets the Beavers back to within single digits there, Scott, but they're going to come up short on the scoreboard. 23-28. And that should be the final for the team scoring as we move on to exhibition matches here. Bout number 11 is going to be Sam Johnson again for the Beavers coming out. He'll take on Jensen Bishop. Sam working for wrist control in the middle here in period number 1. Jensen with the takedown will take a 3-point lead and wrestle from in front. Johnson up to his feet, looking for the escape. Jensen puts him back down onto the mat. Looking for wrist control on the near side. As he gets him flattened out, looking to grind some coffee here maybe. Trying to get him over. He'll put a half in. Johnson got to get back up to his base here, but Jensen still working with that half. 30 seconds to go here in the first. Close to being out of bounds. And the official does blow him for being out of bounds. 25 seconds to go here in the first. Sam down on the restart. Jensen covers on top. Johnson quickly up to his feet. Bishop chasing right after him, keeps him back down onto the mat. Johnson working for wrist control on the bottom there. Bishop doing the same as well. Keeping him down on the mat as this first period's going to come to a close with Johnson trailing 3-0. Bishop has choice. He'll take bottom for period number 2. Johnson working with a tight gut here. Bishop up to his feet. Johnson heel trips him down. As Sam works with that tight gut, trying to get him flattened out. Bishop staying in that good referee's position, trying to get into a stand-up. Johnson staying right with him. Tries to work with a 2-on-1 underneath there. Continuing to trip him down onto the mat. Seven more exhibition matches to go after this one. As we're down to 40 seconds to go here in the second period. Bishop out in front 3-0 here. As Johnson continues to work on top. Bishop up to his feet trying to break wrist control and get the escape. Johnson staying with control as he hangs onto a leg. 20 seconds to go here in the second. And we have an escape for Bishop. Makes it 4-0. 5 seconds to go here in the second. We'll head to the third as Johnson takes neutral. Looking to score here with a takedown to get it to a 1-point match. Johnson again heavy on that head. Bishop will pop it free as we stay neutral here with a minute to go here in the third. Bishop in on a single leg, cuts to a double. And he'll score another 3 points on the takedown, making it 7-0. Bishop trying to work a half in. Johnson working for wrist control underneath there. 40 seconds to go here. Bishop trying to dig that wrist out as he looks for a half on the near side. 20 seconds left here in the third. And it's been all Bishop in this one. Bishop keeping Johnson off that scoreboard as he leads 7-0 here. 6 seconds left to go. Bishop's going to get the victory, but it's just going to be a regular decision as he'll take it 7-0.
Now, Connie, it's been impressive here this afternoon, Dewey.
Yes, they have been. That was bout 11, and the Beavers have only won. They've only won 4 of the 11. As this is bout number 12, Ben Van Gilder coming out for the Beavers. He'll take on Josh Horn. As we get going here in period number 1. And Scott, I can just feel this gym filling up here for varsity action coming up. Not only the stands on the far side away from us. Oh, nice little ankle pick there by Josh. And he'll get ahead of Ben. 3-0 as he works a half in. That's in deep, gets him flipped over. This could be over quickly. Good position there by Josh, and he gets the Bracken Funeral Home pin with a minute left to go in the first period.
Quick work, nice little pick there.
Yeah, nice little ankle pick. As the Eagles continue to work those wrestling moves into near fall circumstances. Wesley Daly comes out here for the Beavers in bout number 13. He'll take on Emily Harper. And he's quickly in on a leg. And he'll get her down with a 3-point takedown and wrestle from in front. 3-0. He rolls her over there with a 2-on-1. Not long enough held on their back for any near fall points, but a nice little roll through there. As Wesley continues to work on top here. Trying to chop that arm in, working with a half. She tried to go with a head and arm there, but Wesley was able to stay in good control and in good position, not to give anything up. As we're down to 35 seconds to go here in the first. Again, Wesley looking for that half. Emily blocking it nicely. As Wesley working with that 2-on-1 underneath now. 20 seconds to go here in the first. Wesley gets that arm tight in underneath there with a nice 2-on-1 again. Another quick roll through. But Emily rolls right with him and stays off of her back. Up to her feet. Potentially dangerous call there as the official stops it, so no change in possession. Emily down on the restart, 4 seconds to go here. And Wesley a little aggressive with the return to the mat. And that done fired Emily up. It's going to be a full Nelson called against Wesley. That'll give 1 point to Emily. And Scott, I think Wesley woke up a bear here. We'll head to the second period. It's a 3-1 score in favor of Wesley, but he's going to have his hands full. If I was him, I'd take a little extra time on the restart here.
This is going to be interesting.
He's brave. He took down to start period 2. I'd at least gone neutral. Wesley up to his feet, looking to break wrist control. Emily gets him back down onto the mat. Back up to his feet is Wesley. Again, working to break that wrist control, and he'll get the 1 point for the escape. It's 4-1 now. Again, Wesley in on a nice double leg there. He'll get another 3-point takedown. Makes it 7-1. Wesley working on top once more. Has that arm bar worked in, and he tilts her up. And she's able to roll all the way through. 2 near fall points for Wesley. As Wesley will maintain control here. It's a major decision on the board for Wesley. 9-1 is his lead. He'll bundle the arms together. And works her over one more time here. Referee holding near fall points. Wesley trying to keep control of the half. 4 seconds to go here in the second. But great work done by Emily to stay off of her back. She'll give up 4 near fall points. As we head to period number 3.
Boy, give this young lady credit, Dewey. She is fighting with every ounce that's within her right now. What a great job to stay off your back.
Not only that, but she chose down to start period 3 here, right back up to her feet as she looks to get wrist control. And Wesley's going to trip her back down onto the mat. As Wesley goes to work on top, he'll work a half in. As he switches side to side, trying to get her rolled over one more time here. Staying with it. And he does a good job of hanging on to it this time. And he'll get 4 more near fall points, and that'll be a tech fall. in the third, 17-1. Well fought battle there by Emily, but just come up short on the scoreboard there. Valiant effort, but a little too much for Wesley there. As we move up to bout number 14, this is Noah Stover coming out for the Beavers. He'll take on Luke Hands of the Eagles. Both guys looking for the inside collar tie here as they continue to work. Luke won his bout via the pin earlier today. Noah did not wrestle in the earlier part, so this is his first match. 50 seconds to go here in the first. No score. As both guys trying to get in that inside collar tie. Hans doing the pushing forward here, kind of dictating the match a little bit, as Noah's been giving up ground, but he's circling back into the middle here.
Oh, boy.
There's a heavy snap down as Luke's going to get in behind and wrestle from in front once more tonight with another three-point takedown there. And this first period is going to come to a close with Luke out in front 3-0.
Big snap there, Dewey. Great takedown.
Yeah, it was a heavy throw to the mat. Luke was able to get that corner and take a 3-0 lead into the second. Noah defers to the third, and Luke takes down to start period 2. As Noah working on top here. Luke trying to get up off the bottom. Up to his feet. And get the 1 point for the escape. Builds that lead to 4-0. Snaps him down onto the mat again and covers in behind. It's quickly 7-0. As Luke starts to look for those halves now. 55 seconds to go here in the second. Luke puts a half in on the far side, but Noah peels it right off immediately. Luke puts it right back in. Noah peels it off once more. 30 seconds to go here in the second. Noah back up to his base. Luke staying with good heavy pressure in his back. Noah trying to get his feet underneath him. As Luke will go with the far side cradle here. Noah snaps that free. Luke puts it right back in again, and once more Noah pulls it out. And Noah's able to get through the period, but he's trailing 7-0 heading into the third. And we're neutral to start period 3. 4 more exhibition matches to go after this one. Both guys trying to get that inside collar tie. And Luke has done better of that tonight, Scott, as he snapped him down a number of times here, as he scored a couple of takedowns off of that snap down. 55 seconds to go here in the third. Noah needs a big 7-point move here to tie it up. Tries to suck him in with an arm drag there. Luke not buying any of that. Noah trying to bundle the arms out in front there to kind of a heel trip sideways as Luke gets another 3-point takedown. Kind of got Noah with his feet on the heavy side there. Tripped the heavy foot and over he went. And we have a Corey Manor injury timeout as Luke had done sprung a leak. And once again, the athletic trainer going to work on the nose of Luke. Haven't had a lot of that in this middle school match.
A couple of them today.
A few here and there. So I don't know if all of our viewers understand this or not. It's been for a few years, but the Conneaut area school is a combination of 3 schools joined together. The old Conneaut Valley, Conneaut Lake, and Lyonsville all joined together to form the Conneaut area senior high. As you see, multiple banners up in the gym here, different colors, as they have done a very nice job of combining all 3 of those schools together. As we're back to action here, 9 seconds left, third period. Luke out in front, 10-0. And that's how this one comes to a close, major decision.
Well, I think we're about getting close here, aren't we?
4 more matches to go in middle school action before we can take a little break and get to the varsity action. About 15 is Miles Clark taking on Grayson Hamby. Grayson won his earlier match against Rory Schaefer 11-0. As Miles will go to work here with Grayson. Both guys looking for wrist control here, and it looks like Miles has got the advantage, just can't work it into anything, as Grayson does a good job of keeping him at arm's length. Grayson in on a leg here. Miles locking underneath the belly to prevent the takedown. But Grayson stays with it. He'll get the 3-point advantage. .35 seconds to go here in the first. Miles need to get up and out. Both guys continuing to work here. Grayson keeping him down on the mat. Miles trying to get up. Up to his feet is Miles. Looking to break wrist control. Grayson keeping him in front of him. And a stalling call against Grayson. Miles is going to get the 1 point for the escape, and then he'll also get 1 point for the technical locking hands violation and make it a 3-2 advantage for Grayson as we head to period 2. And Grayson is going to take neutral to start period 2 here. And Grayson able to get in behind Miles, just got to get him down onto the mat for the takedown, but Miles does a good job of turning into him to prevent the takedown. Both guys kind of locked through the midsection here, trying to get the trip onto the mat, and Miles is going to get the better of it here as Grayson rolled over one too many times on that down to the mat. Miles takes the lead 5-3. And Grayson, as you like to hear me say, Scott, sprung a leak. So we're going to have some Corey Manor injury time here as they go to work on Grayson to get that leak stopped. Anticipation in the gym building here, Scott.
Yeah, it's starting to get that electric feel to it. A lot of chatter in the bleachers.
You can almost feel the anticipation here in the gym.
Are we expecting a good match tonight between these two?
I think we are. We'll get into that a little bit more as we get into our box it and lock it pregame show. But Conneaut comes in with an 0-3 record. Beavers come in with a 1-0 record. So kind of throw them out. It's still early in the year.
Right.
Both teams come in with pretty full rosters, so we should have a lot of matches here tonight. As the kids will get to decide it on the mat, as opposed to a lopsided victory because of forfeits.
Nobody likes a forfeit, do we?
Nope. Back to action here. Grayson up off the bottom to a stand-up. Miles gets him back down onto the mat. 37 seconds to go here in the second period. And we're going to have locking hands against Miles. And that's going to bring it to a 1-point match. And Miles going to get called for a stalling. Got to get him back down to the mat. And there's a 1 point for the escape, so we're back tied at 5 apiece. 10 seconds to go here in the second. Grayson in on a single leg. Period comes to a close, and neither one able to get the takedown there as we head to period number 3. And Miles is taken down to start period 3 here. And right off of before they even get a whistle, Grayson's going to let him up as Miles will regain the lead 6-5. And we're neutral here, period 3. Grayson looking for the takedown. Miles looking for the takedown, and he'll get it and take a 4-point advantage.
Boy, and that right foot, Dewey, just inside the ring.
And he's going to let him up, makes it 9-6. Curious call there by Miles to let him up, but we're back to neutral here. Just under a minute to go, third period. Looking for a big head and arm throw there, but Miles just couldn't get it all put together. Grayson doing a good job of blocking. 40 seconds to go here in the third. Miles seems like he has a decidedly advantage in strength out here. Grayson tried to get in on a leg, and Miles just kind of got the corner. He'll get another takedown here. Makes it 12-6. 17 seconds to go here. Miles will settle in on top. Down to 7 seconds. Miles working with a 2-on-1 here, and this is going to come to a close. Regular decision for Miles as he wins it 12-6. Who's up next? I'm glad you asked, Scott.
Who is up next? Sorry, I'm looking at the camera settings in here. What do we got next?
Well, I thought it was Brooke Hanold taking on Zoe Shipton. That is Zoe out there. Handled it on a single leg. And dumped it down onto the mat. He'll get a 3-point takedown. Wrist control on the far side. As Shipton tries to work up to her feet. Crack back down onto the mat. Again, working with that wrist control underneath there. Able to keep her down on the mat with that spiral ride. Trying to drive the head into the knee there, maybe get the far side cradle locked up. Can't get it as they'll bundle the arms together. Still with that arm bundled underneath. Keeping it pinned in nice and tight. Shipton trying to peel it free. Well, good position there. She's going to get it rolled over here. 17 seconds to go in the first period. Still with that arm bundled underneath. And he'll get the half worked in now. Come and reverse that to a front half. Period comes to a close as Brooke will score 2 more near fall points and take a 5-0 lead into period number 2. We'll start on our feet neutral here. Nice fireman's carry there.
I know that one, Dewey.
Good job. And the lead is now a major decision, 8-0. Got to get wrist control and work on top here.
That was textbook, by the way.
It was. That was a nice fireman's carry. 1 count on the near fall, nothing there to be awarded. Under a minute to go here in the second. Trying to get her flattened out. Get both arm bars in. And that'll stack them up. Won't get the pin in that move. Got to get your butt down on the mat and sit through that. You'll score 4 near fall points, but that's about all you're going to get out of it. Got to sit through. And there he does get the bracket funeral home pin with 19 seconds to go in the second.
Yeah, that fireman's carry, that's old school WWE.
You like that,
Like
did you?
back in WWF days. You've seen it all the time.
Well, here we go. Rylan Vargas coming out here, taking on Liam Bartow.
I am so lost when it comes to. I am out of it.
Stay with me. Rylan in on a nice double leg here to open things up period number 1.
Oh, just quickly jumps over the top there.
Looking for a reverse half into putting him into a near fall circumstance. Liam doing a good job to defend, trying to keep that leg from going. Referee counting near fall points. Minute to go here in the first. And it's a bracket funeral home pin for Rylan. 52 seconds to go in the first period. Beavers have come to life in these exhibition matches, Scott, as we have 1 more to go here. Cole Proper taking on Declan Welsh. And just like Fenton and Declan wrestled earlier, I'm pretty sure Cole and Declan have seen each other once or twice before. Both guys banging away on the head there. Neither one getting the advantage. Declan kind of lowers his level down to 1 knee as he gets back up to his feet now. I believe Cole might be giving up a little bit of weight in this match, but you do that sometimes to get a match in. Declan again banging away on the head there, gets in on some under ties. Cole fights it off. We're down to 45 seconds to go here in the first. Both guys move back into the Munns Merch center of the ring. Declan in on a nice double leg there. Cole sprawls hard to defend as they both try to work in there. Nice little throw there as Declan's going to get the three-point takedown.
I think the entire gymnasium just said, oh.
Yeah, he's working with a power half here now, Declan is.
It's a big throw.
Trying to get Cole rolled over. 10 seconds to go here in the first. Cole doing a good job of staying off of that back. Not giving anything up but that three-point takedown. And gets two swipes there at the very end, so two near fall points as the period comes to a close. As we head to period number 2, Cole will defer to the third, and Declan will take bottom to start the second. Well, we had a caution on Declan. Wasn't set right on the starting block, and then Cole comes in and gets called for a caution as well as he kind of bumped into him a little too aggressive off of the whistle. And right off of that whistle, we have a one-point escape for Declan as he gets right in on a head and arm. Declan with a 6-0 lead here. Proper in on a leg, can't get it. Now he does get a hold of it. Declan trying to get that corner and score another three-point takedown here.
60-second mark here, Dewey.
And he does get that three-point takedown, so it's a major decision on the board here, 9-0. And I'm taking a guess at it here, Scott, but I bet Declan has Cole by about 10 pounds. And that's a lot of weight at their weight class.
10 pounds and maybe a half a foot.
Yeah, I was thinking a good 6 inches in height. So kudos to Proper, giving up some size and weight to get a match in here.
And that's how you get better, though, Dew.
Yeah, that's how you get better. That's how you get stronger, get more confident, get your skills better. As we're down to 12 seconds to go here in the second period. Cole fighting back here. Hip heist over. As he'll look to, it does get the reverse half worked in. He'll get the relevant church reversal. And only the one count on the near fall points. That'll make it 9-3. As Coach Johnson comes over and has a question about the scoring, but I think it's right at 9-3. Had to take down plus the two near fall points. Then got the escape to make it 6, and then got the takedown. So I think Declan scores right at 9, and then so we're waiting to get into period 3 here. Cole trailing 9-3 here. Last match of middle school action before we take a little break and get into the varsity action here tonight. And we've seen this a little earlier in the year. Lace is not all the way through all the eyelets on the shoes. So I think that was the same issue here tonight with Cole's another caution on Declan on the start. But we get going here, period 3. And on a head and arm here is Declan being aggressive with that head and arm, trying to get the throw, and Proper stays right with him. not giving anything up as he tries to stay square with him. As we come up on a minute to go here in the third period. Declan hanging out on that head and arm out front, and we have a stalemate called by the official, so we'll stay neutral. And we'll restart on the starting block. Proper pushing forward right off with a whistle. Being very aggressive here. Down to 40 seconds to go here. Declan trying to snap him down onto the mat. And Proper's going to settle in behind with a three-point takedown. Making it interesting here. Proper trying to get an arm worked out into a hammer lock there. Declan just playing some defense on the bottom. Proper going bundling the arms together, trying to get out front and roll him over. 10 seconds to go. Proper looks to get a leg in. Got him over for half of a count there. But he's going to come up a little short here as he drops the decision. 9-6.
Just hanging on for the win there, Dewey. That was a nice match. Way to finish this middle school matchup.
Yeah, good showing by the Beavers here tonight. Conneaut taking it to him a little bit more in the scored part of the session, but Beavers showing some good grit in the exhibition matches and brought it to him in the later part there. So that'll wrap things up for middle school action here, Scott, as we'll take a little break and be back for the varsity action in just a little bit.
The following presentation is a Deej Experience production and may not be recorded, rebroadcasted, or retransmitted without the express written permission of Deej Experience LLC. For more information, visit us online at www.deejexperience.com.
Yeah, it's been a minute, but I'm back at it. Only like to win, it's like a bad habit. If I took a loss, see I'm bad. You play me again, then I'm sad petty. Looking at the numbers, see who's hearing it. Watching all the hype go disappear again. Giving you the picture, see how clear it is. I'm high quality, like I am Deej Experience. I'm way up, seems like I've been at the pyramids. Give me an opponent, and I promise I ain't fearing it. I got so much I can lose, but game what I've been dreaming is. Why you see a mirror, cause I'm closer than I ain't fearing it. Grinding and grinding, and then I put another gear in it. Driving and driving, but you don't have no one to steer ship. Back on the topic, if you knew half of my logic, you wouldn't have no more problems, but now you know what interference is. Whoa, wait up, scores down, stay up. Tom Brady with the comeback, you know it ain't luck, so pay up my respect, don't reject that game nuts, better hang up the white flag, you fight back, think your nameless, so tell me what the time say, game time, why they think it ever outscore me,
Gets it through, here comes the shot, and that's it!
For the entree, fast break, one man to be got it all day.
Still with that risk
Been doing this for all my life.
Looking for the
You don't want to waste my time.
This one hammered.
If you want to
Deep
test my
left.
grind,
Going.
better get up next in line. Competition left to dry. They could never get in my mind.
It's gonna get by.
Please slow it down. I'm a beast on the ground. I'll unleash for the crowd. Put it up. One man band, I'ma run it back. You give me the chance, I'ma run it back. Looking at a champ, I'ma run it back. Put the ball into my hands, I'ma run it back. I'ma run it back. I'ma run it back. You're looking at a champ, I'ma run it back. Put the ball into my hands, I'ma run it back.
Come on for third.
Check out the
Is he
roof,
round
no. If I do
second?
fail, I don't have none to lose, so I'ma go until I crush to a new low. Still leaving, then I'll bounce back like I do. I'm facilitated, you get humiliated. I'm making something from nothing cause I'm too innovative. I'm making records so I feel better for when I break it. It's for my pleasure, but I would never let you go take it. I'm kinda like that, I don't just write raps. You put the ball up, and I'ma spike that. That means I put it down, watch me throw it while you're down. Kinda like a quarterback, I take your crap and throw it out. We can go back and forth like Serena, just know I'm the home team. I back out arenas. Cover the side of where we from, so after I'm finished, it's all gonna be love. Still in my bag and they still wanna be us, but I don't think no one will actually become as great as my team is, cause I got a team of some Hall of Fame players, not to mention Jesus. Doing this for all my life. You don't wanna waste my time. If you wanna test my grind, better get up next in line.
Humpty Dumpty.
Competition left to dry. They could never get in my mind. Please slow it down, I'm a beast on the ground. I'll unleash for the crowd, put me up. One man band, I'ma run it back. You give me the chance, I'ma run it back. You're looking at a champ, I'ma run it back. Put the ball into my hands, I'ma run it back. I'ma run it back. I'ma run it back. You're looking at a champ, I'ma run it back. Put the ball into my hands, I'ma run it back.
Well, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Deej Experience Sports Stream. I'm Dewey Hurd with Scott Lockwood here in Lionsville as the Beavers have traveled down here to take on the Conneaut Eagles in some varsity action here tonight, Scott. And this is something new for me. I don't know what's going on, but the gym is all blacked out. You can see a faint eagle on the screen there, but don't think that there's a audio or visual problem. It's just the gym is dark here as we await for something to happen.
Yeah, I'm sure that light's going to kick on is right on cue, Dew.
There you go. Center
They got a
of the
nice
mat.
lamp here. Look at that thing shine.
Let's get right into our Box It and Lock It pregame show and get things rolling here. As the Eagles are going to make their entrance here. coming into tonight, Scott, with an 0-3 record, and the Beavers coming in with a 1-0 record. As we're going to get into the varsity action in just a little bit, but we got some things to talk about. First and foremost, let's get with our snap fitness of Corry, 3 steps to success. First and foremost, we need to be aggressive tonight. Have some fun out here on the mat, but push the pedal to the gas all the way to the floor, and start right out of the gate here, hot and fast. Be aggressive, be smart, but be aggressive and take it to them.
I'm sorry, I was hypnotized by the music. They are kicking 4 gigantic Evo speakers up in the rafters. Make that 6, and it is extremely loud right now.
Well, Conneaut with a nice size roster here as they get warmed up on the mat. Beavers already have warmed up. As we get into step number 2 for our snap fitness step to success. Score, score, score. Gotta be aggressive and get after it. But then once you start to score, you gotta continue to score and keep piling up them points. Don't let off the gas pedal.
I like it. It works with being aggressive, scoring, and all that nature. But here's my throwback, Dewey. I want somebody tonight to turn a match around and win a match they shouldn't win to give their team momentum tonight.
Yeah, that's always a fun one to watch as we look for the Karate Chevrolet match of the night. Our third and final step tonight is be ready. You're coming into a hostile environment. Let's be mentally prepared to come out here and perform at a high level, wrestle like a Beaver, and take it to these Eagles here tonight.
Take that big old beaver tail and swat the beak off the eagle.
Oh, that'll be our 3 steps to success, once again brought to us by Snap Fitness. And that kind of leads us into our Corry Higher Ed Spotlight Player of the Night. I'm going with the 285-pound weight class tonight. Owen Nickerson, some senior leadership out there. See what they can do as the Beavers come off a second-place finish at the Faulkner Tournament last weekend. A 1-0 record as they took on Union City and won the assembly match earlier this month. And look for them to build a little more momentum here tonight in Conneaut.
Well, Rob has this saying, there's strong, and then there's Nickerson strong. And I agree with you, Dewey. I think that's a great pick. Love them Nickerson boys. They're fierce competitors, and I can't wait to watch 285 tonight.
Well, those are our steps and everything that we got going on here as we finish up the Box It and Lock It pregame show. As the Eagles finish up their warm-ups here, we're going to have the J. Gill Heating and Plumbing starting lineups as they will take the mat here shortly. Both teams will line it up, and we'll have the lineups. And you always know that that's a projected lineup. It's not guaranteed that that's what you're going to see at those weight classes. But we do have a few weight classes tonight, Scott, that I don't think are going to get wrestled. Some of the lighter weights, both teams have a couple of holes in their lineups. But they kind of balance out. 2 forfeits from each team, so they kind of a wash. It's not like you have one team giving up all 4 and or giving up 3 to 1. So kind of a wash on the forfeits here tonight. As again, it's early in the year and the Beavers starting to fill in their lineup, and hopefully by mid-season they'll have all those holes filled in. But a lot to do at the lighter weights here tonight, as the Beavers are going to forfeit 114 and 121.
Well, you never like to see forfeits, but as long as they're even, I guess I can deal with it a little bit. But I will tell you this. My job was to go scouting today.
Scouting?
Scouting.
For
popcorn.
Oh. And what'd you come up with?
Well, I'm not a professional.
But you found some.
But I found some, and I think it's tasty, but we'll leave the judging to the master when we come back over here for basketball come January. But I don't know. There's not a whole lot of drip through on the bag. I don't know if he's going to be happy or not, but to me it tastes pretty all right.
Not overly bearing on the salt. Did you need a napkin to get the butter off your fingers?
It doesn't matter. He'll throw a gallon of salt in it anyway, so. I'm excited about this. I don't get to watch wrestling a whole lot. Tonight was a special occasion because I needed to make sure you had internet. But because I love you so much and it's a Christmas season, I figured I'd give you
Oh, well, thank you.
a piece of my time and, you know, make sure you're ready to go tonight.
Well,
So, I got a little thing I want to say here.
Go ahead.
Between you and Steve and Jack, and now Sammy on board, and our volunteers, Tim and Robin, and the wife who comes in once in a while for us now, we've amassed such a following, Dewey, that we are now creeping up on 150,000 views.
That's crazy.
And I myself can't do this without the help of you guys, and I'm so proud of each and every one of you guys and your help, and all of our sponsors. Look, it takes a tribe to make this thing go around the way it does, and I just wanted to send you my sincerest thank yous for your help over the years, as well as to Steve and Jack and Sammy and Rob and Tim and everybody involved. Clutch there for a while, but he got that third shift job, so he's been MIA, but we get Sammy back. So you guys continually step up and help us put on a great product. And our fans out there are thankful for you guys, and so am I.
Well, we have fun doing it, so they finally cut the music out as
I can actually hear you now.
I can actually feel my ears pounding a little bit. As he will turn it over to the PA announcer and let them go through the J. Gill Heating and Plumbing starting lineups. And then we will have the Gladiator Law Firm national anthem, I would imagine. As they having a little feedback issue with the microphone.
Well, if they need me, I know how to fix that. As they're going to run off down there the far corner.
All right. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen.
Well, there you go.
Welcome to Conneaut Area Senior High for tonight's matchup between the Corry Beavers and your Conneaut Eagles.
Dude, why don't you crank my mic up there, bud?
Conneaut Area Senior High and Piaa promote the highest ideals of good sportsmanship. Actions or language meant to demean contestants, teams, spectators, and officials are not in the highest ideals of interscholastic education and will not be tolerated. Let today's contest reflect mutual respect. We request your cooperation in supporting today's contestants and contest officials in a positive manner to promote a safe, positive game environment. Offensive and unsportsmanlike language or conduct will not be tolerated and may serve as grounds for removal. Please respect our student athletes, coaches, contest officials, and game administration. Thank you. In honor of America, if you would please rise and remove your hats for the playing of our national anthem. and for Conneaut, forfeit. At 1:14 for the Beavers, forfeit. For Conneaut Eagles, Andrew Sandow. At 1:21 for Corry, forfeit. For Conneaut, Daly Watson. Wrestling at 1:27 for the Beavers, Landon Walliser. And for Conneaut, William Peck. At 1:33 for the Beavers, Logan Willis. And for Conneaut, Johnny Sandow. For 1:39 for Corry, Owen Anderson. And for Conneaut, Caden Motter. Wrestling 1:45 for the Beavers, Marcus Meredith. And for Conneaut, Marcus Bishop. At 1:52 for the Beavers, Carson Broswell. And for Conneaut, Braden Seidel. Wrestling 160 for Corry, Devin Mursky. And for Conneaut, Nate Boyle. Wrestling 172 for the Beavers, Cooper Hodick. And for Conneaut, Curtis Bechtel. At 189 for Corry, Lamech Albers. And for Conneaut, forfeit. At 2:15 for Corry, Landon Nickerson. And for Conneaut, Chase Stewart. And wrestling 285 for Corry, Owen Nickerson. For Conneaut, AJ Grout. The Corry Beavers are coached by Travis Proper and Austin Gillahan. The Cash Eagles are coached by Scott Shipton, Bing Elizon, and Eric Wolf. We will begin this evening with JV matches, followed by your varsity.
Well, there you have it, Scott. We will have there you have it. We have the JV matches tonight. There'll be 5 matches that they're going to do before we get into the varsity action. So coming out will be Braxton Hayes taking on Kendra Herbie. Caden Kraza will be taking on Mason Miller. Ashton Woods taking on Isaac Harper. Brody Nickerson taking on Gage Miller. And Parker Savitz taking on Tristan Mook. It's hard to read in the dark here.
You need one of them LED bars.
Braxton Hayes
I'll buy you one for Christmas.
DeAndre Herbie.
They're USB. You can plug them right into your computer.
Oh, here we go. Right off the whistle, Braxton in on a single leg as they drive out of bounds. Trying to throw through there. Braxton stays with him. And we'll get the 3-point takedown here. He'll wrestle from in front as he maintains control. JV action here as we're just underway, first period.
Getting awfully close to that out of bounds line there, Dew.
Yeah. Hayes continuing to work on top here. I'm trying to get everything put in here.
Great job working him back in. They're dangerously close to going out of bounds, and he's able to work them right back in, and now back the other way now. .50 seconds to go here in the first.
Braxton still out in front, 3-0. As he's trying to get a half worked in on the near side as he hops over. Have to step up through the leg here. And rolled through nicely there by Herbie. Stays off of his back. 30 seconds to go here in the first as they go out of bounds. So still keeping one toe in. 25 seconds to go now. Good to see both teams with deep rosters here, giving us 5 JV matches here tonight. Herbie down on the restart. Braxton to cover on top. 20 seconds left to go here, first period. And we have a caution on Braxton on the start. Reaching too far across, underneath on the belly there. Right up to his feet is Herbie. Braxton puts him right back down onto the mat. 12 seconds to go here, first period. Braxton looking for near fall points here. But he's running out of time, down to 4 seconds to go here. Trying to get that half worked in, but the first period comes to a close before he's able to do so. Herbie defers to the third period, and Braxton chooses down to start period 2. Clean start. Braxton quickly up to his feet, gets the 1 point for the escape. Makes it 4-0.
Boy, Braxton is just quick about his movements, all in general.
Nice little spin move there by Braxton. Fights off the throw and gets the 3-point takedown to take a 7-0 lead here. Has him compromised over on his back. 1:33 to go here in the second. And gets the Bracken Funeral Home pin with 1:29 to go in the second period.
There's great quickness there from Braxton. There's really not really any wasted movement. He just darted.
Yeah, he was like a half a step to a full step in front of him the entire match.
Next up, wrestling for Corry, Caden Kraza, and for Conneaut, Mason Miller.
So we'll have Caden Kraza coming up here for the Beavs. He'll be taking on Mason Miller. And we have a technical violation against the Beavers.
It's the shoes again, Dew.
Yep.
Twice tonight.
Once in the middle school action and now here. Is it different than the rule change or something? I can't imagine that'd be something that the Beavers aren't up on, but it seems like it's a reoccurring theme this year.
Well, they're bringing out tape here, so they're going to tape them up and
that'll give a point to Miller right out of the get-go. Didn't even wrestle at a second. Already up 1-0.
so here we go. Now they'll meet in the middle.
Take her right off after it. And Kraza gets the better of it. Gets him down onto the mat with a 3-point takedown. Headgear popped off of Miller as the official grabs it out of the way as Kraza goes to work on top. His lead is 3-1. Kraza continued to work on that 2-on-1, trying to get him rolled over. 1:30 to go here, first period. Miller reaching back as Kraza looks to get an armbar in on the near side and does, lets it go as he goes back to work on top, and they'll have a stoppage of time here. I believe they were whistled for being out of bounds. 1:18 to go here in the first. I think it's kind of funny. They call him for a technical violation on the shoelaces, but the headgear pops off, and there's no violation for that. Just a pet peeve, right?
Yeah, I guess so.
Beaver Nation around me quite agrees with that. Back to action here, first period. Kraza on top of Miller. Continuing to work underneath the arms, looking for a half. Tee off and run it. Looking for wrist control on the far side. Has that knocked down, but needs something to go with it, as they'll get that arm bar in now with wrist control on the near side. 54 seconds to go in the first. Tight arm bar. With wrist control on the far side, he'll chin him back. Got one swipe, but that was it. You need a couple of swipes to get near fall points. Miller doing a good job of bellying down there and not giving anything up. 33 seconds to go here in the first. Arm bar with wrist control. Has him flattened out onto the mat. Miller doing a good job of fighting things off here. Kraza unable to get around out front and get around the head to get him flipped over. But he'll settle back on top, go back to work. 10 seconds to go here in the first. Gets that arm bar worked in again, but he's running out of time here. First period comes to a close. Kraza out in front, 3-1. Miller has choice. He's going to defer to the third. Kraza is going to take down to start period 2. Caution on Miller. Again, caution on Miller. Too far to one side, I believe, as Kraza spins into him right off of the whistle. Looking for a relevant church reversal. Does a nice roll through there. Keeps the arms bundled together. He'll get the relevant church reversal. Looking for a near side cradle. Headgear pops off again on Miller. As Kraza is just going to hold him on his back here. Looking for the Bracken Funeral Home fall. Official holding 4 near fall points as Kraza continues to work for that pin. 1:24 to go. Has the arms bundled together. Using the other arm to Navy ride them over and gets the Bracken Funeral Home pin. 1:15 to go in the second. So back-to-back Bracken Funeral Home pins for the Beavs and JV action here, Scott. Has them out with a fast start here tonight.
Yeah, I like the aggressiveness out of the gate, setting the tone for the night. And I believe that affects the team more than people realize it does. When your first couple wrestlers, your first, JV games in general, when they're played back-to-back, they have an ability to put energy into your team.
Yes, and out comes Ashton Woods here for the Beavs. He'll take on Isaac Harper. And I do hope that I have the name spelled right on the screen as we're ready to get things going. Period 1 here for the third JV match.
Oh, Coach Proper is going over to the Conneaut coach here. What's this do?
Well, that's not Ashton Woods out there. I believe is that Parker Savitz? No, that's Parker Savitz out there. So, just as I thought I had the names right, they messed me up. Sent somebody out.
Always on your toes, dude.
They try to keep me on my toes. Parker's opponent should be Tristan Mook. So I've had enough time to get it corrected.
Oh, Savitz pacing back and forth like a wild animal.
Well, he's had a whole year off. Coming back from an injury. Nice double leg here. Picks him high up, puts him right to his back. looking for the half to go with it. As we are underway here in first period action, Parker sinking it in. Right chest on chest, good position, not high, just tight chest on chest. And a minute 35 to go here in the first, and that is a Bracken Funeral Home pin. I say he was hungry.
Hungry, or, you know, he's following Hunter and Mason, who are animals in their own rights, and you grew up with them your whole life, right?
Yeah.
I'm sure there's been a wrestling duel or two in their house.
A few. And I'm sure they've ganged up on Dear Dad a few times along the way as well. And I believe this Ashton Woods coming out this time. That looks like Ashton. I don't know why they mixed things up like that, but they did. So now we will have Ashton Woods taking on Isaac Harper. And much the same as all the other ones. Ashton's out in front, 3-0 quickly. So work underneath the arms here, get that 2-on-1 underneath. Working from the side here. Trying to get him flattened out, and does. As we will go underneath with wrist control. Pushing him forward, keeping him down on the mat. Trying to roll the wrists underneath there. Looking for a half on the near side, nothing there. Minute 10 to go here, first period. Ashton just trying to muscle him over. Gets that half worked in, and we'll get him over. Just under a minute to go here in the first. He needs to settle back. He's a little high. And he'll get a Bracken Funeral Home pin with 51 seconds to go in the first period. So wash, rinse, repeat there, Scott. 4 matches in. Beavers have 4 pins on the board in JV action.
4 Bracken Funeral Home pins on the board.
And the last JV match should be Brody Nickerson coming out here for the Beavs. I put his name in the wrong slot. His opponent will be Gage Miller.
Oh, they're going at it here early. Collar tie up. I love it when they just jockey for position, feel each other out. Now a quick snap down here, Dew.
Nothing there, looking for a hip toss here maybe. Bear hug. Gage comes back nicely to block everything that Brody was trying to do as he got tripped down to the mat there. Single leg right over to the, almost had him on his back, but he'll settle in behind here and go to work on top, leading 3-0. And I was hoping that Brody was going to get a match here tonight, Scott, because I've watched him come up through the ranks. I watched him in middle school last couple of years, and he was one of those wrestlers in middle school that absolutely looked lost on the mat, in my opinion. But then towards the end of middle school action, he started to find his way. He's got a lot of confidence, and he has been on fire ever since.
Well, wrestling's one of them individual sports. It's a team sport, and it's a lot of work. You gotta want to put it in to get where you want to go.
Well, he's kind of come into his own as well as he continues to work on top here. 25 seconds to go, first period. Brody out in front, 3-0, looking for the near side cradle as he tries to get him worked over. Nothing going, puts a half in on the far side now. 12 seconds to go here in the first. Nickerson just not able to get him over. Miller working hard on the bottom, blocking, defending well, and staying off of his back. As we will head to period number 2. Nickerson out in front, 3-0.
Just a tight battle here. And these are the matches, Dewey, where I'm expecting a big move to swing the match, right?
Yep. Technical violation, 1 red. I don't know what that was all about, but Nickerson will take the 1 point irregardless. Takes a 4-0 lead. Nice little shrug by there. As he plants him down onto the mat, he'll settle in behind with another 3-point takedown.
Was that a German suplex I just seen?
I think it was. I don't know if it was German or not, but it was a suplex nonetheless.
That's a German suplex. Believe me, I know one. I know one when I see one. The shades of Brock Lesnar, NCAA champion wrestler.
Nickerson in control here, 7-0. A minute 43 to go in the second period. As he tries to get the armbar worked in there, but Miller does a nice job of fighting it off. Nickerson has him flattened out on the mat here. Miller with wrist control, but you got to do something with it. Work back up to your base. Nickerson has the armbar in on the near side as he'll work with a half Nelson here. But the armbar comes out. Miller's able to stay belly down. Minute 10 to go now here, second period. And Nickerson back up to his feet, or Miller back up to his feet now. And potentially dangerous call there. Official stops it before Nickerson's able to get him flipped over. A minute 1 to go here in the second. Nickerson still with control, will be on top on the restart as we get going again in the Munns Merch center of the ring. Miller trying to get wrist control to get into a stand-up in his referee's position. Nickerson trying to get a near side cradle worked in, unable to get that. 40 seconds to go now. Looking to bundle the arm together is Nickerson. Miller staying balled up on the bottom. And had him over for a 1 count. But Miller does a good job of quickly getting belly down there, not to give everything up near fall. 16 seconds to go here in the second. And Miller called for stalling on the bottom. Got to work up off the bottom. 2 seconds to go here in the second. And we will head to the third period with Nickerson out in front, 7-0. Nickerson will take bottom to start the third. Puts Miller on top. Nickerson up to his feet. Turns into him. He'll get the 1 point for the escape. He's looking for a heel trip here. Another technical violation against Gage Miller. And that will give Nickerson a 9-0 lead here. Major decision on the board as Nickerson looking for those underhooks again with the head tucked in there. I think the technical violation is you've got to have something to go along with. You just can't just grab hold of the head. You got to have an arm worked in there. As Nickerson's trying to work him back into the middle of the ring. Brody just backs up and waits for him to come back into the middle. A minute 20 to go here in the third. Tried to heel trip there, but can't get Miller down onto the mat. Miller trying to come back with a head and arm throw here. As they work close to the out of bounds. Nickerson's been able to get those underhooks worked in there a number of times here tonight, but just can't tie it into a takedown. We're down to 55 seconds to go here in the third. Again, looking for those underhooks, has one in. He'll settle in behind, just needs to return him to the mat now. Gets him down, another 3-point takedown, makes it 12-0. Armbar in. 30 seconds to go here in the third. $20 seconds to go now. Trying to tuck the head in there and expose those shoulder blades to the mat. 10 seconds to go, gets a half worked in. Miller balled up in his referee's position. And this one's going to go the distance, Scott. Nickerson's going to get the victory, major decision, 12-0. And that will do it for the JV action here tonight. As we're ready to get into the regular varsity action.
Well, good showing there from the JV wrestlers. Very quick, very aggressive out of the gate.
Yes, and we will start with 106. Weight class brought to us by Lifted Health, and I believe it's going to be a forfeit for Conneaut. So let me get my bearings straight here, get the scoreboard up to space where it should be. And they have nobody to present. So this will be Landon Van Tassel coming out for the Beavers. It'll be a forfeit, and that will give the Beavers the 6-0 win.
For varsity at 107, for the Beavers, Landon Van Tassel, and for Conneaut, a forfeit.
And we will move up the weight class 114.
A forfeit. For Conneaut, Andrew Sandal.
114 brought to us by Harvest Community Church, and that'll be a forfeit for the Beavers. And that will give Conneaut 6 points and tie it up 6-6 as we move up to weight class 121.
And now, moving on to 121 for Corry, a forfeit. And for Conneaut, Daly Watson.
121 brought to us by Crossroads Fellowship will be a forfeit for the Beavers. And that will give Conneaut a 12-6 advantage. As we will move up to weight class 127. 127 brought to us by Sawyer Builders.
At 127 for Corry, Landon Swallizer. And for Conneaut, William Peck.
And this will be our first wrestled match. Landon Wallizer out here for the Beavers. His opponent, William Peck.
Boy, Wallizer trying to get out there to that back leg. Now crawls on the top here, Takes a 3-0 lead.
Gets the 3-point takedown. He'll wrestle from in front as he goes to work on top here. Looking for that far side cradle. Can't get it as Peck stretch out to avoid it. But Wallizer right back after it again. 1:17 to go here in the first. Peck hanging out on the leg. Wallizer working on top, trying to bundle the arms together out front. Got to get that leg freed up first and foremost. Minute to go here in the first. Wallizer out in front, 3-0. And we have a stalemate called by the official. So, we have not a stalemate. We have a Corry Manor injury timeout as the Eagle had sprung a leak.
Well, I remind you fans watching tonight, tomorrow we start our Bill Clapthor Memorial Christmas Tournament at the Beaver Dam for the Corry girls basketball team. And that'll do Friday and Saturday for us all day, Friday and Saturday. Friday starts at 4, and Saturday starts at 3. Make sure you tune in. If you can't make it out to the Beaver Dam, we encourage everyone to go and support the girls. And but if you can't make it, you know where to find us, and we're happy to have you aboard to watch. And be myself and Steve, and you were in there too, aren't you?
I believe so.
Somewhere in there, you get to do a little basketball. We're giving you quite a bit of a break here in the winter season.
Well, keeps me fresh.
If you ever want to work, you just call me. I'll fit you in somewhere. I'll fit you into my schedule.
All right, now they got the mat all cleaned up. Peck down on the restart here. Walliser to cover on top. We got 54 seconds left to go here in the first. And we have another quick stoppage here as we're right back to some blood time here. Corry Manor injury timeout for Mr. Peck. Bled through that Band-Aid, and they need to go back to work on it. Or he's got a new leak somewhere. And the trainer is going to tape up the other elbow this time. And the poor guy in the shirt and tie got more blood to clean up off the mat. Peck gets both elbows taped up. He's all set to get back to action now. 51 seconds to go here in the first. Walliser in control, 3-0 here on top. As Peck with some good movement on the bottom, just can't get out away from Landon. As Landon able to stay right with him the entire time. Trying to get that ball and chain going there. Unable to do so, but stays in control. Peck reaching back onto a leg now. As we're down to 17 seconds to go here in the first. Walliser has the arms bundled together now. Trying to get Peck rolled over. 5 seconds to go here in the first. And the first period comes to a close with Walliser out in front, 3-0. And now we have more Corry Manor injury timeout here, blood time, as Peck has spouted a third leak here. Both elbows taped up, and now he's dripping from the nose.
Well, reminds me of the transmission back in the old car, right? You patch one up, it starts leaking elsewhere. And then you can't find the higher gear.
All right. Walliser deferred to the third period, and Peck chose bottom to start the second here. As Peck, good movement off the initial whistle there, but again, Landon Walliser stays right with him. Peck in on a leg now. But Walliser looking for the far side cradle. Will stack them up. Got one count, not enough for two. You need two for near falls. As he goes back to work on the near side. And again, Peck grabs for that leg. 1:30 to go here in the second. Power half here for Walliser. Can't get it to go. Peck up to his base now. Again, a spin there by Peck, and Walliser stays right with him. Walliser continuing to work on top as we come up on a minute to go here in the second. Has that power half worked in now as he tries to work them all the way over. 44 seconds to go here in the second. Landon staying with that. Trying to get Peck rolled over. And finally got more than 2 swipes, 3 swipes. That'll be a full set of near fall points for Walliser. 26 seconds to go here in the second. Continuing to work him over with that half. 4 near fall points for Walliser. Pushes the lead to 7-0. 10 seconds to go here in the second. Walliser with choice for the third, as that looks like that's where we're headed. And Landon is chosen down to start period 3. Beck covers on top, and we have a caution. Caution on Beck for putting the arm too far over the midsection of the belly. Landon, good movement on the bottom, trying to get up and out. Peck stays with him. Peck with a 2-on-1 there as Walliser stands up. He picks up a leg with a free arm as they go back down onto the mat. Trying to elevate that leg he has captured. And he'll spin into it with a reverse half now. And this is good and tight. Walliser looking for the Bracken Funeral Home pin and gets it with 1:19 to go in the second.
Great relevant church reversal there and moved right with it, dude. Got in there, got the pin.
Well, that will tie us up on the scoreboard there, Scott. 12 points apiece for each team as we move up into weight class 133.
Next up at 133 for Conneaut, Johnny Sandow.
Well, back home in the Beaver Dam, we got a barn burner going on as the Oil City Oilers leading the Beavers 40-38, just underway in the third quarter.
Wow.
I can't remember the last time the Beavers beat the Oilers.
And this is Johnny Sandow for Conneaut out here against Logan Willis. And this is the Verns Garage, weight class 133. Underway in a tight match here, 12 apiece on the team scores. Willis looking to give the Beavers regain the lead here. Tried a little duck under there, not able to get it. Johnny working with a crossbody shot there, nothing there. Willis stays right with him. And we're still neutral here. Willis working. Sonda still working as well. We're down to 50 seconds to go in a scoreless first period. Willis not giving up any grounds as he continues to push forward here. Johnny dropped down to a knee there, gets the underhook worked in. And they break clean again. 20 seconds to go, first period.
Big feeling out period here.
Neither wrestler able to get the advantage here, but it's getting into late seconds of the first period. You don't want to give something up quickly here. 2 seconds to go. There's a shot, but Johnny not able to finish before the period comes to a close. And we'll head to the second, still scoreless. Waited a little bit too long to pull the trigger there. Johnny defers to the third, and Logan's going to take down to start period 2. Willis quickly into a stand-up. Johnny puts him right back down onto the mat. Willis in a seated position here, trying to work back up to his base. Johnny trying to get an armbar in to get him worked over. Has that armbar in there nice and tight. Willis will turn into him and score a relevant church reversal for the first 2 points of the match. Willis on top now. 1:20 to go here in the second. Johnny with his stand-up turns into him. Willis still on a leg as they go out of bounds. He still have control. Johnny will settle in on the starting block in a down position. 1:13 to go here in the second. Logan covers on top. Willis working on the leg as he drives them out of bounds.
Oh, boy.
And they roll hard off of the mat onto the gym floor. That roll through there put him off the mat onto that gym floor, and Logan's a little dazed there, I would say. As they cut the Corry injury time. Corey Manor injury time. It looks like Logan has gathered himself. Johnny back up to his feet. He'll get the 1 point for the escape. 50 seconds to go here in the second. Back to a neutral position. 40 seconds to go. Nice quick duck under into a takedown as Johnny takes the lead. Tight position here. Johnny gets the pin. 26 seconds to go in the second. As Conneaut regains the lead here in the team score.
Now wrestling at 139 for Corry.
Well, Sendo there with a 5-3 record on the year, Dewey, and that could be that big win tonight. A big move, get a pin out of it, and we'll see what happens the rest of the way, but I think that kind of shifts the momentum over to Conneaut.
Caden Motter out here for the Eagles. Owen Anderson out here for the Beavs. As they go out of bounds. Lets them up off of the whistle.
Great takedown there. Put him right back down to the mat. 1:20 to go here, Dew, and
Anderson lets him go again to make it 6-2. Now Motter in on a leg. Anderson working with it. Trying to keep that whizzer in, not giving up the takedown. Still powering in with that whizzer. That might just be the defensive move of the day.
Nice job.
Keeps Anderson in front 6-2 as we're still neutral here. 48 seconds to go in the first.
Oh, double leg here. Nice takedown.
This is the Corry Community Foundation weight class. As Anderson with another three-point takedown here, makes it a 9-2 advantage. And he'll get some near fall points to go with it here, as he has them stacked up. 4 near fall points. Makes it 13-2. 8 seconds to go here in the first. Anderson looking for more.
That'll do it for period number 2. First period headed into period 2.
Anderson has choice. He's going to take top to start period 2. As Motter will have to go down on the start here, period 2. Anderson working with that 2-on-1 underneath, trying to get him tilt over here. Motter up to his feet. Anderson stays with him. As Motter works on wrist control in a standing position, trying to get the escape. As they go out of bounds, still with Anderson in control. Anderson continuing to push forward here. Trying to work a leg in and a half. Gets the half worked in, coming on the near side. 1:15 to go here in the second. And that's a tight position to be in, and it's a Bracken Funeral Home pin for Anderson. 1:09 to go in the second. And that will retie things up here, 18 points apiece.
Got a tight one going here, Dew.
Next up for your 145 for Conneaut, Marcus Bishop. And for Corry, Marcus Meredith.
We'll move up the weight class 145. 145 is brought to us by Rosbecker Insurance Group. So Marcus against Marcus here. Meredith up against Bishop.
Oh, quick shot on there on a single leg.
Meredith will wrestle from in front.
Marcus is so quick.
Gets the arm bar in, gets him worked right over to his back. Not long enough for near fall points to be counted. But he'll get him over again here. And that should have been long enough for at least a 2. Official didn't count any. As Marcus Meredith keeps that arm bar in. I'd work him back into the middle. You're too close to the out of bounds there. A minute to go here as Marcus will slide out of bounds, and they'll restart on the center block, starter's block. clean start on the restart here, still in period one. Meredith in control. Looking to get Bishop flattened out onto the mat. Working with that tight gut. 40 seconds to go here in the first. And he'll grind a little coffee here. Bishop able to get that arm back. Now, Meredith with the arm bar with wrist control as he'll scooch him over. He'll turn back into him. But good movement there by Bishop to stay off of his back. We're down to 15 seconds to go here in the first. Arm bar in again with wrist control underneath. And Meredith scoring some near fall points there. Got two. Official holding two. And it looks like the first period is going to come to a close with Meredith out in front 5-0. Bishop defers to the third, and Meredith will take down to start period two. And immediately when Meredith had choice, he pointed to the floor. He's going down. Right off the whistle, looking for that relevant church reversal. He'll get in underneath on the leg, a sit and switch.
I knew that one too.
And he'll work it right into a near fall circumstance. Has it teed off as he continues to sink it in. And gets the Bracken Funeral Home pin, 1:36 to go in the second.
I knew the sit and switch too, Dew.
Did you?
I've heard you say it enough. I know what it is.
Next up, wrestling at
Still waiting for the steel cage to drop from the ceiling.
It's never going to happen.
Carson Rosewell. And for Conneaut, Brady.
Well, who do we got next? It's like Carson Braswell.
Carson Braswell for the Beavers at 152. And you're going to have Brandon Seidel for the Eagles. And it is the Corry Redevelopment Authority weight class sponsorship. As Braswell quickly out in front with a quick takedown.
Wow, you look at all the Corry matches tonight, Dewey. A lot of them they're quick out of the gate. As soon as that whistle blows, they're into something. They've done a really good job of getting off the fast starts in each of the matches tonight.
And Carson continues on here in the Beaver tradition, getting out in front early. Trying to expose the back there with a leg turked. Trying to tuck the shoulder in and roll him over. 55 seconds to go here in the first. Braswell will readjust on top here. Has the armbar in on the near side as he continues to work with wrist control on the far side, trying to get him flipped over. And Seidel doing a good job of defending. But Braswell continues with the offensive onslaught here. 30 seconds to go in the first. As Braswell looks to dig out the wrist again. Goes with the power half now. Seidel does a good job of keeping that shoulder pinned to the mat. Not giving that up. But Braswell continues with his barrage on top. Again, trying to tuck that shoulder in and get him rolled over. And he runs out of time in the first period. He'll take a 6-0 lead into the second.
You know what I haven't seen? Maybe it's because I missed it or something. But since the days of Nick Lipinski, I haven't seen a good old-fashioned Navy ride.
A heavy leg ride, yeah. Lipinski was famous for that. And he had some very powerful legs. Braswell right off the whistle here in period 2, spins into him. And he'll get the relevant church reversal and put it right into a stacked up far side cradle. And it's another Bracken Funeral Home pin, 1:48 to go in the second.
Next up, wrestling at 160 for Conneaut, Nate Boyle. And for Corry, Devin Mersky.
Well, we have the 160 weight class coming up.
Devin Mersky for the Beavers. Taking on, I believe that is Nate Boyle.
And again, Mersky quickly out on top here.
.160 brought to us by K&E Surveyors. As he looks to have that arm bundled underneath there, maybe work with that. Mersky working with that bundle now. And he'll get him all the way over to his back, and that's a long time to fight off your back. A minute 20. A minute 19 is the pin officially. Another Bracken Funeral Home pin, this time in the first.
That was a quick night's worth of work right there for Mersky.
Moving on
As
to
the Beavers starting to go to work on this lineup. And this is Cooper Hodak coming out here for the Beavs at this weight class. His opponent is Curtis Betchel.
Just sizing each other up here. Couple fake shots, but other than that, Dewey, I think one's waiting for the other to make a move so they can counter it.
Well, this is the Lee Comp Corry Memorial Hospital weight class, 172. Cooper with a takedown here. He'll wrestle from in front, as a lot of the Beavers have here tonight. Gets that arm bar worked in. Now he'll keep that arm pinned in there. He'll work around up top with a reverse half. Betchel will give up some near fall points here as Cooper readjusts, looking for another Bracken Funeral Home pin here. Cooper continues to work on those arms. And it's another Bracken Funeral Home pin in the first period. 15 seconds to go here in the first as Cooper gets the Bracken Funeral Home pin.
And now, for 189 for Corry,
Lamech Albers comes out at 189, and there's nobody from Conneaut. So that will be a forfeit.
Then going on to 215 for Conneaut, Chase Stewart.
189 brought to us by J.H. Napa Auto Parts. And this one's kind of a moot point now, Scott, as the Beavers have a 48-18 lead. As we get up to 215, Landon Nickerson against Chase Stewart. 2:15 brought to us by UTEG's Body Shop. And hopefully these guys wrestle long enough I can get their names up.
Yeah, Beavers amazing. Quick work of a couple matches tonight. Great single leg here, trying to get the takedown. Little heel trip would get the job done, hanging with him though, and driving him out of play. And we're still neutral.
Couldn't get the takedown taken care of. Well, the Beavers will move to 2-0 on the year. Conneaut will fall to 0-4. With lots of season to go yet here, as Landon looking for another takedown here, or looking for the first takedown of the match. And he'll settle in behind with that 3-point takedown and wrestle from in front. Nickerson still working on top. 35 seconds to go here in the first.
Kind of working on top here, Dew. As the buzzer's going to sound here in the first period of play.
We'll head to the second with Nickerson out in front 3-0. Bam will go down. As Chase will cover on top as we get ready to get period 2 underway. Nickerson up to his feet. He'll put that wrist control in his back pocket and spin into him. Stewart still on a leg. Nickerson trying to get that leg free and finally does. He'll get the relevant church reversal as he puts him right over to his back. Both feet in bounds is Nickerson. As Chase trying to skirt out of bounds and wiggle back and forth to keep off of his back. But it's a Bracken Funeral Home pin, minute 18 to go in the second.
Great job by Bam keeping his toes in the mat. And the Beavers have come to Conneaut. And for lack of a better term, cleaning shop here tonight, Dewey.
Yeah, of the 18 points that Conneaut has scored, 2 of them were forfeits, so they've only scored 6 points.
And here comes our Corry Higher Education spotlight match of the night. It's weight class 285. And these two big guys sizing each other up. Collar tie up here, Dew.
Owen Nickerson against A.J. Grout. 285 brought to us by Carney and Ruth. And Nickerson with a 3-point takedown.
Yeah, I think Nickerson just established himself saying, hey, I've got some power. And I don't know if Grout just lost his footing there or what happened, but he fell backwards and Nickerson attacked immediately.
Well, Nickerson's attack continues here as he's on top. Minute 25 to go here in the first. As Nickerson looks to flatten him out here, possibly bundle those arms together underneath. And he'll do just that. Grout doing a good job of staving it off for right now. as he tries to pass over the wrist control. Owen trying to get that wrist back and finally does. Again, Nickerson tries to get him flattened out onto the mat. 50 seconds to go here in the first. Owen just with that 3-point advantage as he'll look to try to get an arm into a hammerlock position there. Grout does a good job of fighting that off, but unable to get up to his feet. 33 seconds to go here in the first. Owen continuing to work on top, gets him down onto the mat now. 16 seconds to go here. Trying to get that head underneath the arm.
Down to 4 seconds.
And Grout survives the first period. Down 3-0. As we head to period number 2. Grout defers to the third, and Nickerson immediately takes down to start period 2. Owen awaits on the starting block. Grout covers, and we're underway. Nickerson up to his feet. He'll get wrist control, or try to get wrist control. Grout trying to put him down onto the mat. We're going to have locking hands on Grout. And Nickerson is going to get a relevant church reversal, so give him 3 more points, and he's going to double up his lead here to 6-0.
Almost thought he was going to pull his feet up like a sunset flip there for a minute. I got real excited.
Yeah, I see.
I'm like, wait a minute, I didn't know that.
Owen working on top here.
I think at this point, Owen's just wearing him out, Dewey.
Trying to find a way to get him flipped over. 1:09 to go here in the second. Nickerson looking for that wrist control to get it into an armbar or a hammerlock. Grout doing a good job of keeping those out of his range. Grout back up to his base. 50 seconds to go here in the second. And he chins him back, but Grout bellies down. 40 seconds to go here as Nickerson will cover on top once more. A lot of pressure in the middle of the back there as Nickerson goes to work out front with the arms bundled together. He'll continue to work him over, and he'll sink it in ever so tightly, and it's a Bracken Funeral Home pin with 20 seconds to go in the second. And the Beavers are going to end it with an emphatic 60 points on the board. 218 of the Eagles, and that will do it here tonight, Scott. Beavers roll after a slow start, but 2 out of the first 3 matches were all 3 matches were forfeit, so it was 12-6 in favor of Conneaut, but then the Beavers started to wrestle matches. They gave up 1 pin, but other than that, it was pins by the Beavers, one right after the other.
They brought out the P2 Paving Steamroller.
Yeah, they did.
That's what they did. Let's get into it. P2 Paving post-game report brought to you by P2 Paving. Visit them online at www.p2pavingco.net. Let P2 pave for you. What do we got, Dewey?
Well, our offensive play of the game, our offensive move of the game, I'm giving it to Marcus Meredith with that sit and switch right into a pinning combination as my choice for the Healthy Smiles of Corry offensive move of the game, as that led Meredith into his first or into the Beavers' second pin of the night, but that moved him into the lead for the last time as the Beavers just rolled on to victory here tonight after that. Our defensive play of the game brought to us by the New Kitchen Village. I liked Owen Anderson. He was up 6-2 and got into a little trouble in that first period, but was able to continuously wrestle move after move and defend, and it worked him into keeping that 6-2 lead, and it led to him going on to get his pin in the second period. Our match of the night brought to us by Corry Chevrolet. I'm giving that to Carson Braswell, getting the pin in the second period, 1:48 of the second, as he fought well, also hitting a nice little pinning combination after hitting a relevant church reversal. So we're giving the Corry Chevrolet match of the night to Carson Braswell. And change of the match, the Pitt Titusville changing play. I kind of like what Owen Anderson did there, getting that victory against Caden Motter, as it, I believe that was at the point in the match where that tied it up for the Beavers. Yes, that tied it up for the Beavers, and then Marcus Meredith comes in, gets a pin. Braswell gets a pin. Mursky gets a pin. Cooper Hodak, and it was pin right after that.
Yeah.
So the Pitt Titusville, University of Pitt Titusville game-changing match was Owen Anderson there, as it helped the Beavers move on to victory. The Deeds Experience Sportsmanship Award, you kind of got to give that to Johnny Sandow, as he got the lone victory for the Eagles here tonight.
Yeah, he got Willis early, got Willis in trouble there, and ended up coming over the pin. The lone pin for Conneaut tonight as the Beavers walk out of here with a 60-18 victory. And, I think that's about wraps us up tonight, doesn't it?
It does. I mean, there's nothing else to do. It's tear the gear down. Thank everybody for tuning us in.
Yeah, and don't forget to tune in tomorrow night, 4 o'clock. Live from the Beaver Dam, it's the Bill Clapthor Corry Memorial Christmas Tournament for the girls basketball squad tomorrow at 4. Saturday it starts at 3. There'll be 2 JV games, 2 varsity games, and we'll see where the Beavers land after the dust settles on Saturday.
All right, so for Scott Lockwood, I'm Dewey Hurd. Thanks for tuning us in. Until we meet again on a future broadcast, we're going to say God bless and good night.